Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming this morning's commencement speaker, LeVar Burton.
Chancellor, Board of Trustees, honored graduates, faculty members, family, friends, graduates. Good morning. Oh, there's more spirit in the Tsongas Center than that, I'm certain. Good morning. Amen. This is surprisingly emotional, this moment for me, as I'm sure it is for you and your families. My only regret is that my mother, Irma Jean Christian, is not here to share in this moment with me. You see, my mother is the most important influence I have in this life. I say about myself that I am the man I am because she is the woman she is. Irma Jean Christian is her name, and whenever I get the opportunity, I mention her name in public. My mother is the reason I am a reader today. My mother not only read to me when I was a child, she read in front of me, giving me that all-important example that reading is as much a part of the human experience as is breathing. When I was a child growing up in Sacramento, California, I would sit in the backyard in the summer and listen to San Francisco Giants baseball on the radio and read my favorite science fiction books. Science fiction literature to me is my body of literature of choice, mostly because I believe it invites us to contemplate what I consider to be two of the most important words in combination in language. What if? What if invites us to unlock the superpower unique to human beings, that which is our imagination. I am a firm believer that that which we imagine is what we tend to manifest in this realm. I know that there was some child who watched those episodes of the original Star Trek series and saw those indelible images of Captain Kirk reaching behind him to that secret Velcro place on his hip because there are no pockets in the future. I know, I've been there. They would see Kirk pull out his communicator, he'd flip it open and he'd say, "Scotty, beam me up." That child grew up, became perhaps an engineer, a designer of products, and is responsible for a technology that is more prevalent on this planet today than the toaster. By show of hands, has anyone in this room ever used or seen someone use a flip cell phone? That upon which we focus our imagination is what we tend to manifest in this realm. It is the stuff of which miracles are made. My mother took it upon herself as my primary parent. She raised 3 children virtually by herself. She was, in her first career, an English teacher and then a social worker by profession. I feel that in many ways I am genealogically predisposed to do that which it is I do. We are all teachers in my family. My mother, my younger sister, my older sister, my son, 2 nieces. My mother knew that I would grow up and walk out into a world that would oftentimes be hostile to my presence simply because of the color of my skin, and she took it upon herself to make sure that I was armed with the best education imaginable, so that I might compete on a level playing field with my more melanin-challenged classmates. You, too, will go out into the world and will oftentimes be met with hostility for one reason or another. And my advice to you graduates is the same advice that my mother, Irma Jean, gave to me. You deserve to be here. The only limits upon you are those that you impose upon yourself. This is your opportunity to make your mark on the world. Be bold. Be fearless in the pursuit of your dreams, because your dreams matter. I stand before you as living and breathing proof that dreams do in fact come true. I could not have imagined the life I lead now when I was at the juncture where you now stand. You have no idea where your dreams are going to take you. And the good news is this. Are you ready? Life, like walking, is a controlled fall. Human beings are preternaturally predisposed to walk one foot in front of the other. And you will notice as you perambulate around your world that it is the exception as opposed to the rule that we fall flat on our noses. Life, like walking, is a controlled fall. It is not necessary, graduates, to know what comes next. Focus on the step that's in front of you. The rest will reveal itself. You feel me? Every single one of you has people in your life, many of them in this room, that have made an investment in your success. They have seen in you your most full potential, and they have encouraged you with their love and their support and their care, and in many cases, their dollars. Take a moment today to look those people in the eye, thank them, and hug them. None of us get through this thing called life alone. You are incredibly fortunate to have those people who love and support you in your life. Do not ever leave an opportunity on the table to let them know how grateful you are. I was once in a room at the White House in the Clinton administration. It was a summit on children's education. And in the room was the president, the vice president, both of their wives, all of the heads from all of the networks and studios in Los Angeles. And when it came time for my friend and mentor, Fred Rogers, you may know him as Mr. Rogers. When it was Fred's turn to speak, he did a remarkable thing. In this room full of some of the most type A personalities on the planet, Fred asked everyone to close their eyes for 15 seconds and think about a teacher that had made a contribution to the person that they eventually became. Because Fred understood the value of investing in human beings, and that teachers, along with our parents, make an investiture that is invaluable to the sum total of human endeavor. And so, graduates and family and friends, I invite you, like Fred did on that day, to close your eyes for just 15 seconds. And I've got to tell you, everyone in that room on that day in the White House closed their eyes and engaged in the exercise. I know because I peeked. And so I'll keep the time, and just for 15 seconds, let's all close our eyes and focus on a teacher, someone that recognized your brilliance, your value, your uniqueness. There are few things in life more valuable than the recognition that we get from one another. For someone to say, I see you, I recognize you, you have value to me, you make a difference in my life. I know and have no doubt that you will all go on and make your mark in the world. I feel a special pride in as much as I kind of feel like I helped raise some of you. And so, as a graduation gift to me, would you indulge me and sing a little ditty that has become near and dear to my hearts along with me? Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, a reading rainbow. Go out there and do what it is you came here to do. You all have a great, grand destiny. We all, as souls, come in with a plan. Get out there, y'all, and execute. God bless. Congratulations, class of 2015.